Hey, it's Jay. I know I'm normally talk about anime and like animation and all that kind of stuff there, but I do like another favorite thing of mine is I also talk about horror, but I like different type of television. And if I could on here, I'd be talking about the greatest television show that ever existed, Pushing Daisies. Like I'll go in the analysis on every episode, everything about it. If there were any netheads out there, if it were any of the pie hoes, they wanted some stuff like that, I would. Brian Fuller, please bring it back in some way for crying out loud. But anyway, and like currently, like some of the other greatest things I would consider like The Good Place, but I'm getting a little ahead of myself here. So a favorite show of mine, one of the ones that really got me because of Pushing Daisies. There's a story behind this, people. Because of Pushing Daisies, I searched back in the day when we used to have a thing called like Blockbuster and Hollywood Video. So I made sure I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go search for shows and watch these that have the same kind of. I looked up stuff that was similar to Pushing Daisies. Besides Brian Fuller, so I watched Dead Like Me, I watched Wonder Falls, fell in love with both of those, and Brian Fuller, you are everything. But anyway, give us another Hannibal as well. Mockingbird Lane, why? But anyway, so another show I grabbed from there wasn't a Brian Fuller show, but it was a show that was similar in that tone with the kind of quirkiness and the kind of really uniqueness to it, and that was called Eli Stone. That show was amazing. It was one of those ones, just like Pushing Daisies, 2 seasons, and they aired the final episodes that same summer. I swear, I was eating pie, crying, watching the last 3 episodes of Pushing Daisies all throughout the summer, and then Eli Stone. I didn't watch those because I still haven't gotten to that point yet, but the same summer, what an awesome but yet sad summer. But, I say but a lot, well I do like butts. Booty. Anyway, Eli Stone, amazing freaking series. It was about a character, obviously Eli Stone, and he has a brain aneurysm. And the aneurysm causes him to hallucinate and see things, see some visions, see upcoming things, and hear a bunch of people that he knows in his life and around him in musical numbers. He was a lawyer, and this helped shape him to be a better person and to take on more of a humanitarian role and care about people instead of just being a bad lawyer type of thing there. And the songs helped him become a better person and helped him and other characters grow and help save the day from certain events. Kind of like, I get, in a way, it was like God helping him. It was way before these other shows. People are starting to do the stuff with God and everything. This is back in like, 2008? And an amazing show. Great musical numbers. Great cast. Super emotional. It was a tug on your heartstrings each episode as each one went. A great story about his father especially. His father and the link between why he has this and why he's getting this call from God to help people, better people, in his connection to reconnect with his, spoilers, his father is no longer here, but it's a very sweet and wonderful story. And here we are, 2019, I saw ads for this thing called Zoey's Extraordinary Playlist, and it's about a girl named Zoey. She goes for an MRI. Goes there and she gets like music downloaded in her head, like a whole playlist of all sorts of songs and stuff when an earthquake happens. Earthquake happens in Eli Stone. Anyway, there's a lot of similarities. The first thing I thought was, this is just Eli Stone, because when she comes out from the MRI, because she was thinking there's something wrong with her, in her brain and all that stuff, people start singing songs, music numbers, really good number of help, by the way, and there's like, what's the purpose of this? And she has to find meaning through all this, and I'm like, holy crap, this is Eli Stone. And right away, I'm like, come on, this is Eli Stone, there's nothing, this is not original at all, I don't like it, even though I do like, the actress in there, I like the actress, especially in the Evil Dead remake, but Jane Levy, good actress, and it had that bright, vibrant colorfulness that I love in television. Ever since Pushing Daisies, I need everything in the color, the way the sets are designed, everything, attention to that detail, that quirkiness, that beautifulness, like Pushing Daisies was like a fairy tale come to life. It was beautiful with the attention to all the sets, the scenery, even stuff as like wallpaper, a shelf, their costuming, the sun, the sky, everything matching. It was beautiful in every way. This has that nice color thing. That's what got me into The Good Place. It had that same kind of Pushing Daisies feel. This has that Eli Stone feel, and I'm like, oh, this is, come on. Eli Stone, and people obviously don't know what Eli Stone is. By the way, check out Eli Stone. Beautiful story, will bring tears. The finale, the final episode, they gave it an actual conclusion. Damn! Great characters, just a fitting ending. It was beautiful. This, again, this is Eli Stone. I wouldn't have nothing to do with it. Musical numbers, I loved Glee, and the musical numbers, so it made me think Glee, all these other things, but then mostly Eli Stone. Gotta have faith. It was mostly George Michael. I mean, it was hilarious. But then here I am, I'm just watching YouTube, and and an ad pops up, and it's they're like, hey, come check out our new show. Here's the pilot. You can watch it right now. Just stay tuned. Don't skip the ad and just watch. And I'm like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah, whatever. I got 40 minutes to spare. I'm just editing and working on stuff. I'll watch it. All I gotta say is it got kind of pushed aside from what I'm trying to do, and I really got focused on this. So even though I still am kind of, because it's basically Eli Stone, I still feel that part of it, I have to see how the story goes, but I was interested in it. Some interesting characters. I like the aspect with her and her family. Sure, there's a lot of cliches in this with her work, and then the guy that's at work, and then what happens with the guy. Twist, shocker, what, spoilers again. He's, engaged and all that stuff there, so she's all upset by that. Then the aspect of it that really got me was her father, and the issues, again, father issues, just like Eli Stone. It's very nice, though. Always stuff like that is very good. I feel like really good. Like, the human connection, the human storytelling is really a beautiful thing. Her father, and he's in a condition where he's like, basically, I don't want to sound mean or nothing, so forgive me, but like a vegetable, I can't speak. Not vegetable, not Winnie the Pooh talk. State, where he just, and they're wondering, is he there? Can he hear stuff? And then throughout the whole thing, because she can hear people's, like, if someone's upset, someone's lonely, someone needs help, and she can hear them through that, so she's getting in all these songs and people singing and hearing this, so I'm like, is she going to try and help people? Is there a purpose for this happening? And throughout the whole thing, I was waiting, like, I know it's going to happen, but still, when it happened, it was the best scene in the whole pilot. This was what kind of got me like, okay, I'll give this show maybe another shot if I can, but I mean, I started tearing up during the scene with her dad, and then spoilers again. I mean, it was like, you knew it was coming, like, they can't communicate, he can't communicate or nothing, so I'm like, well, she can have this stuff with the songs. Is he gonna do a song number to express what he's thinking? Because it's what they're thinking, what their thoughts are at the moment. So it's like, she's like asking her dad for like help and what he's thinking right now, and saying your true colors and stuff like that, and it's a really good moment. I was tearing up. A lot of people are talking about how they're tearing up when the dad did his singing, and son of a bitch, the feels got me. I was bawling, and I'm like, okay, this hit me on that emotional storytelling level. I can invest in this. So maybe I hope to invest in it. I hope to look more into it. It has that quirkiness to it that I like. And even though at first I'm like, that's how I felt pushing Daisies. I was like, no. Then I fell in love with it. It was the greatest show ever. I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is Eli Stone. No, thank you. It's a ripoff. And I'm like, it is Eli Stone, but it's still its own thing, and I like it. And that scene was enough for me to be like, I can check this out further, and I might continue it. So I don't know. Seems like a neat show, and I'll check into it. Later. Keep fapping. Ding, 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 ding,